Pleasant morning, children. Happy to see you all again. Today, we are going to recall the important points in Chapter 3 Synthetic Fibers and Plastics. Synthetic fibers or man made fiber, it is also known as artificial fiber. Synthetic fibers are prepared by human beings, that is why it is called as man made fiber, and the other name it is the artificial fiber. Synthetic fibers and plastics are made up of small units joined together called polymer. So, small chemical units join to form a polymer. Even natural fibers are also called as polymers. Synthetic fibers are obtained by the chemical processing of raw materials extracted from petrochemicals, while natural fibers are made from plant and animal fibers. We know that natural fibers we get it from the natural source like plant and animal, whereas the synthetic fibers we obtain from the raw materials of petrochemical, and it is synthesized by the chemical processing of those raw materials. Okay, and next, poly means many and mer it is part or unit. So polymer means many unit. Polymer is made up of repeating units of chemical substance. Okay, so that is called as polymer. Okay, next it is types of synthetic fiber. Rayon is the first synthetic fiber extracted chemically from wood pulp. So we are getting it from the wood pulp. So the chemical treatment of the wood pulp. And next it is nylon. It is the first synthetic fiber that is made without using any natural raw materials. So this is the first synthetic fiber without using the natural raw materials, the natural source. It is also the very strong synthetic fiber which is used for making climbing ropes and parachutes. Okay, and polyester, it is a wrinkle free fabric that is used to make dresses. So because of this property it is used to make dresses, and this is easy to maintain also. Acrylic is an alternate fiber that is used for making the sweaters and shawls, so which have the similar properties of wool. So we are making the sweaters and shawls. Okay, synthetic fibers melt when subjected to high temperature. Therefore the use of synthetic fabric should be avoided in kitchen and in the laboratories. So the synthetic fibers, it starts to melt when it is heated or in the high temperature. So this should be avoided in the places of kitchen and in the laboratories. Okay, and synthetic fibers have the unique characteristics makes them more popular in the textile industries. So what are that properties? They soak less water and dry soon. Okay, and less expensive, easy to maintain, have more durability, so which is long lasting. Okay, and plastics are also the polymers. Units in this polymers are either linked in a linear manner or found in the cross linked. So here the polymers, it is arranged in two types. It is linear, that is the straight line, or else in the cross linked. Okay, and plastics can be molded, reused, recycled, rolled into sheets and made into wires also. Plastics that melt when subjected to heat are called as thermoplastic. So we have two types of plastics. One type, it is subjected to heat, it starts to melt. Okay, that type it is called as thermoplastic. An example, it is polythene and PVC. And plastics that do not melt when subjected to heat, they are called as thermosetting plastic. So it is molded once and cannot be recycled or recycled again. Okay, so the example, it is bakelite and melamine. Okay, the plastics are non-reactive, light in weight, strong and durable. Non-reactive, they will not react with any external factors, and they are light in weight, we can carry it anywhere, and strong and durable, it is long lasting, heat to pass through. And next, plastics are used in the aircraft, car, spacecraft, cookware, healthcare industries, and also in the uniform of firemen. So it is used in the various way and in the all fields. Okay, and plastics are extensively used for storing of food items. So it acts as a airtight container and it will not get spoiled easily. Okay, and plastics are not environmental friendly and they cause pollution. So this is a major drawback, that it is not a eco friendly. Okay, So it causes the pollution while it is heated. It releases the toxic air. Okay, and the plastic should not be disposed randomly. We should not throw the plastics wherever you wish. Biodegradable and non biodegradable waste material should be collected in separate bins, and these need to be disposed separately. Biodegradable waste or the waste which is decomposed by the action of bacteria, but in the non biodegradable waste it is not done decomposed by the bacteria or by the natural process. It takes lot of time to get decomposed. Okay, so these waste should be collected separately and have to be disposed separately. And we should follow the 5R principle for to make a healthy environment, that is reduce, reuse, recycle, recover and refuse. So we have to reduce and reuse, the recycle the plastics, and you, if the plastics is not in the use, you should not throw it out anywhere else. Okay, so by this way we can make our environment healthy. Thank you, children.